Hi people, hi. I'm back again because I've been still following the Kenneka Jenkins story and watching videos and watching other people stuff that they're putting together. Well, I have a couple more things that I have scoped out as I've been sitting and watching what other people is trying to put together. Okay, well, let's start with the footage in the kitchen. Okay, the one where people believe they see a guy standing there with the blue hoodie on. Okay, the one where you guys think that you see someone standing in the kitchen with a blue hoodie on, and Kenneka is coming through. Now pay attention to Kenneka when she's coming through. Now Kenneka is coming through this kitchen as the camera got her wide open like this, and then it goes into the. First of all, if you pay very close to her when they're showing her coming into the kitchen, like I said, it's coming rather fast, like somebody is trying to hurry up and get through and hide because they know Kenneka is the real Kenneka is coming. What it looked like to me, yeah, somebody ran down in the kitchen before her, and they was able to use her body, which did go into the kitchen, to cover that person's body that went in the kitchen before her. That's the reason why they don't want to show you the footage of her going to the freezer, because she didn't walk into the freezer, she was tote into the freezer. So they couldn't fake that footage. They couldn't put a staggering Kenneka in that footage walking into the freezer because her body was cocked up over this person's head. So it would look like, wait a minute, she's too tall. That's not her. They couldn't play with that footage going into the freezer. That's the reason why they did not show it. This guy that they transformed Kenneka's body into, as she was coming through the kitchen, you could see it real good. It was moving real fast. And then when she got close to the end of the silver table, they showed her back doing this, and then you could see 2 foot as her right leg began to come across the left leg. It's like a double white tennis shoe, and that could be the guy that was sitting right side her on that table with the black and white hoodie on, with the black and white Adidas jacket on. He had on some also blue jean pants just like Kenneka, and also he had on some white Air Force Ones. So the shoes wouldn't have been a problem, nor the pants. They didn't have to play too much with the pants nor the shoes. Just add the hole spots in the pants where they wanted on his jeans or whatever, and put her figure into it. That's the reason why Kenneka figure looks so thick. It's not a duplicate. It's not no one faking to be her, opposed to be her. It looks so thick because they had to blemish these 2 figures together so that you couldn't see the guy, but yet you could see Kenneka walking. Now, there's no way Kenneka is drunk, and first of all, I can't even show it myself, but there's no way she's drunk and coming down the hall with both of her arms like this at one point, like somebody could have been maneuvering her, and you could see that she was lifting them up, took both of them and did her hair. She took, see me, she was like somebody had her arms like this, both of them, as she was coming down that long hallway, like somebody had her arms crouched back behind her, both of them. And you could see like she used both of them to move her hair because the arms was already in this like position. So you could see her, and you could see like the strength of someone holding her right there, because both her arms were already in that, like somebody had her in a pullback chicken wing mode. So she was like, she just did that with her hair with both the arms, because somebody had her in a pullback chicken wing mode with both of her arms. So she were being carried down the hallway, and someone was already ahead of them walking through the kitchen, which is the guy in the blue jacket. Now, the guy you see posted up over there in the blue jacket had already went ahead of the Kenneka. That's why when they showed her coming into that kitchen, it's on a like this, and then it goes into the staggering Kenneka as it coming out from behind the silver table that's in the floor. So pay very close attention. It's coming like this, and then it goes. How was she that drunk? But when she entered that kitchen, she was wide open, and then she transformed into a drunk after they got her from behind the table, where then you could actually see that it was a person. You see, they fooled us with that footage right there. She was walking entirely too fast and too straight right through there. And you could tell when it first entered right there that the jacket was blue, and they blemished it in with her blue jean and her figure. That explains why her body looked thick like that. They was trying to put her figure in his figure to blemish it out. So they had to be a little thick and wide to cover up all his body. The person that had her was about the same size as her. So it was kind of hard for them to just blemish them out. So only way he could do was just double her figure a little, just scratch her, just widen her shape with the camera, and it just cuts him out and take off his head. Widen her shape and take off his head. That's it. That's what they did. And you could see that he went before her in the kitchen. That figure coming through the kitchen, walking fast, What they said looked like a guy was holding her, that was him walking through. They just put Kenneka image in that. That's why she was coming through real fast. And then she turned to the drunk when she came around the silver table. But another thing that I peeped out as well is the video in the party with the guy that kept on recording everybody. I noticed that he did keep making sure that he caught Kenneka in certain angles in this video. It's like he was watching her, yeah, and it's like she knew he was watching her too, because if you pay attention a few times, she looked over at him, and when she realized that he had the camera in her face, she did this, and she just was standing there for a moment doing this as the girl that came through said she was taking another girl a drink. As she was walking through, Kenneka looked and she ducked her head with her hand like this and was just doing her thing while the guy was with the camera pointing towards her. So, but as you can see also, Kenneka was over there in the corner like she was leaning over this girl, like, and her friends was on the wall laughing. You could see Monifa laughing like they saying, oh man, she getting full of it. And right after that happened, they said 2 cups. They wasn't asking for 2 cups. They was telling the person that was after Kenneka that she had 2 cups. That's what they was doing. They was confirming that the 2 cups, they gone. So y'all good. And because they could tell she just started acting funny. They watching her. If you would pay attention to her, in that video where around about, starting at 3 minutes up into about 3:20, 3:23, anywhere between 3 minutes and 3:20 something, is when Kenneka was over leaning on the girl in the bed. The girl was like leaned back and her friends was on the wall laughing at her. Like they knew that she was already impaired right then. But I truly do believe that I do believe that that's what happened. I believe that they did drug her, and I think it went wrong. They overdosed her. They gave her the 2 cup, which was too much. They overdosed. They gave her the first cup. It wasn't working quick enough for them, because they understanding that when you give somebody this type of drug, it's supposed to work this type of fast. So they're watching her and they're like, no, she ain't. What should I give her another cup? They done gave her another cup. You see, so they let her know there's 2 cups. She's beginning to act funny. They speaking in codes the whole while. You got to pay these kids. Kids are smart. Your kids will sit around you in the living room and speaking codes. If you're not paying them attention, they'll be telling one another, let's walk around the corner without you even knowing it. They were speaking codes. So they were speaking in codes in that particular video as well. And the cameraman kept finding Kenneka. He was following her. He up in the air where she was. He was following her. He had her. And in that last clip, he showed her sitting over there beside this guy on this table where she was like she had got in the mood. She was drinking and had her arms in the air. And this guy still was like this the whole while. The guy that was in the black never lifted his head up. So who was he? Who was he there with, and why was he not even in tune with the party? Why was you there to only hold your head down the whole night looking into a phone? The guy with the black jacket on, Adidas jacket, he looked down all night. Every time the video went across, he was always looking down. Even when Kenneka was sitting beside him, he was looking down. He never looked up. So I don't know why was he always looking down, never looked into the camera. I don't know, was he the silent pill slipper, or was it the girl, or who it was, but somebody got her. Somebody got her. But yeah, keep paying attention to the videos, and as y'all keep on paying attention to the videos, as people putting together things, we'll all come up with a plan, and we're gonna all solve this case. We may not know we done solved the case, but it's gonna get solved. But I do think that that's what happened to her, and I think it went wrong with the drugs, and I do think they call. Now this is where the authorities come in at, and this is where the hotel hides the case. I really truly believe that their intention was to drug Kenneka, and their intention was to rape Kenneka, and all that went according to plan. But what didn't go according to plan? Kenneka OD'd. She OD'd. So her friends got scared and nervous. They called the police. For some reason why these crooked Chicago policemen told these girls, don't worry about it, we will handle this. We will handle this. You just say you went looking for her and you couldn't find her. That's what happened. Chicago police, PD, they were called. They was in the room when the ambulance came. The girls was in the room when the ambulance came. When they heard the ringer, when the police siren went off, the guy in the background asked her, is that you? She said, yeah, what is you? That's after you hear the siren. He asked her, is that you? So maybe he was saying, is that, that's them for to come, get her, because I got the roll, you know what I'm saying? I can't keep staying here waiting on them to come and see what's wrong with her. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it looked like they kept on getting up and going over there checking on her. That's what they was doing behind the bed. They wasn't raping her. They wasn't raping her in that bathroom either. They was studied checking on her. Because she had too much drugs in her. They was studied checking on her. They didn't want her to that type of drunk. No, they didn't want that type of pill slipping on her. No, they didn't. They was not. It went wrong. And they called the police, and the police took it into their hands, and they couldn't show the footage of what happened because they was the one finished off the dirty work. They took her organs, while these kids believed that they actually came to do something to take her to the hospital, and they tell them, don't worry about it, we're going to handle this. And they did it just like that. They tricked those kids, and those kids can't now say anything because they say anything. The police done already probably told them, we're going to lock you up. We're going to flip the case on you if you talk. If you tell them that you called us and said she had OD, we took her body away from here, we're going to flip this case on you. Now, you either can go with the flow, like you don't know what happened to your friend, or we can say that you killed your friend. Which way you want it? And that's what happened. Peace, people.